What's up, people persons? I'm Justin Cristelli, the Real Manos here on YouTube, and I have a new episode of Making Comics. This time out, I want to talk to you about the basics of creating characters. Now, the stuff I'm going to say is going to be used to create characters that can be used in all types of genres and media, but for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to be talking about superhero comics here. Now, I'm going to go down the methods I personally use to create characters in hopes that it can help you. Now, remember, what I say isn't written in stone. This is the way I do it. I'm not demanding you to do it my way. I just hope that maybe this can inspire you. Maybe feel free to cherry pick ideas that might work for you. Remember, art is not math. There is no one way of doing things. And before I get started, I do want to mention that I am a comic book creator, of course, and Red Knight is my series I do with a bunch of talented people, like J.C. Grande, for instance. And it is available in print and digital on manospublishing.com. You can find it there. Issue 5 is getting ready. We should have that available through Kickstarter after the new year. I'll get more specific as we get closer. Alright, now, let's get going. Number 1. Who are they? Who is your character? What is their name? What's their power set? Now, I know a lot of creators can get antsy about this kind of thing because they're worried that their character might seem too much like a established known property. That they want to try really hard to think of something unique. But that only comes so often. The reason a character like Spider-Man explodes is because they are unique, and there's not too many characters like him. What brings a character to readers and what makes a character unique is you. It doesn't matter if your character is somewhat in the vein of Wonder Woman or Deadpool. You bring your experiences and philosophies and ideas and view of the world to that character. Therefore, that makes that character who they are. Number 2, backstory. What is their backstory? How does it relate to their powers? Do they have good and bad traits related to this backstory? How does it develop them as a character? Where did they come from? What kind of family life did they have? Did they have any family life? Are they set to go about their goals as a hero or a villain because of a loss of family, or maybe because of their family? Maybe it inspired them or made them bitter. Who knows? And are their powers related to their backstory? Did everything change when their powers came into play? Or did their powers allow them to do things related to their character? Like, let's say, for instance, Harvey Dent was a character with deep emotional problems, and when he got scarred, that was this linchpin that created him and made him Two-Face, where he got the ideas to do the things he does. Same thing with the Hulk. They're actually not too different in their backstories. Because Banner had all these repressed feelings within him, and then when the Gamma Bomb went off and turned him into the Hulk, they released as the Hulk in that persona. You can do all that kind of things with the character. Number 3, details. Yeah, the tiny little details that a person wouldn't think immediately when you see a character. Like, for instance, what kind of music do they listen to? What are their favorite TV shows, movies, books, food? What are their hobbies? What do they like to do when they're bored? Do they like to go to the library? Are they very sexually promiscuous? Are they both? That's the person I want to meet. Where are they from? A person kind of culturally does relate a lot to where they come from, whether they come from Detroit or Honolulu or Tokyo or somewhere in Canada. And are they typical of those cultures, or are they the opposite of those cultures? That's up to you. And that's a fun thing you can do with your character is, even if you have the character and you've created it a long time ago, play a game with yourself, a thought experiment, where you think, what would my character do at the supermarket? What do they do at the DMV? Do they go shopping for clothes? How do they change their car's oil? Like Batman. Like, does Batman change the Batmobile's oil? Does Alfred do it? What about his array of cars as Bruce Wayne? Does he have those taken care of? Or does he or Alfred take care of it? That's how you kind of do things. Like, what does your character do when their costume gets torn? Do they have a staff that takes care of that? Are they part of some government group? They just come in and pick up a new outfit? Or are they a character that lives paycheck to paycheck and they have to sew their costume together themselves? All that kind of relates, and it's kind of fun as you allow yourself to get to know the character. And the more you know your character, the easier they are to write. And also, the more they can relate to an audience. Don't forget, you can do anything you want with this character because you're making it up. Don't lock yourself into boxes that don't need to exist. So, those are kind of my basic pieces of advice for creating characters. Now, I'll get into different aspects of character creation later as we make more videos, but I just wanted to kind of start off on kind of the first step. So, hey, have fun. Do you want to do a thought experiment with your character? Leave me a comment below of what your character's favorites are, like movies and books. What do they do at the supermarket? Do they have a car that you want to maintain, repairs on? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, of course, Red Knight is my comic book. And by the way, he essentially takes his car in for maintenance at the local place, at the local repair shop. He doesn't change the oil himself. So, pick up Red Knight at manospublishing.com. You can find it in print and digital. And I will be back next time with some comic reviews. Next month, I'll have a new episode of Making Comics, where I'll be talking more about being an indie creator. And we can do some other things. That's really specific, isn't it? So, hey, I should, before I get going, let you know that I'm about to do virtual signings on Facebook. There's a link below for the next one, so click there. And if you want, you can talk to me and fellow creator Marvin Wynn, creator of The Edge. We'll be signing comics, selling them, and chatting with fans for about an hour. Also, you can find me at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and you can support The Real Manos and Manos Publishing at Patreon for just $1 a month. That's fun, isn't it? It's just $1. Okay, I think that's it for now, so push the button, Lindsay.